Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Mike Delisio. Hello.
Welcome to 5 more great games. So each week, why is your name bigger than mine?
No, that should stay that way. Can you make it bigger?
There
we yes.
That's how you can read it. Anyhow,
man, I stepped right into that.
Welcome to 5 more great games. I'm trying to have somewhat different each week. So to that end, we're running out of people.
Yeah, bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel.
I don't want to say
clearly.
bottom of the barrel, but that's anyhow. This is a quick series, and we don't want to take too long on it because in an hour we do Shoot Some Marbles, which is going to be amazing. New entries today. But anyway, I talk about 5 games that did not make my top 100, but they're still good.
Okay,
like,
good
for example,
or great?
Great.
No. Okay.
Like, for example, when you rank your top 100, 101 is trash. That's what you've said.
It's garbage.
Garbage.
If it's not in the top 100, I won't even acknowledge its existence.
That's right. And that's where I'm not. And really, we shouldn't be. It always.
No.
And every year, people need to realize now that next year I will have been reviewing games for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's 20 years with about 500 games a year.
Right.
Wow. Maybe not that many. 10,000 games.
A lot of games.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. So these are just more games.
All
so
right.
I know that Mike has played at least one of these, according to the rules. He may have played all of them.
There
he
are
has
rules?
not. You have not played them all. I know this because, well, I know what Mike has played and not played more than most people, although I didn't do very well with Chris.
Okay, let's find out. This will be a wacky adventure.
So here we go. Now we're looking at my dog.
Hey, Fuzzy.
Did that work? There we go. Well, we're just going to assume everybody can see what we're talking about. Let's pull it up real quick to make sure. All right, there we go. We'll do this. All right. So, first one is Escape from the Aliens in Outer Space. I really like this one. This is hidden movement, social deduction. Some people are aliens. Everyone is moving. You have to announce where you move each turn, but you may lie occasionally. The aliens can always lie, I think.
I can't say anything because I can't belie whether I've played the game or not. So I can't confirm nor deny.
Well, 2 of the games here you've never played.
You're sure of this?
Yes. This is one of the 5 that I'm not sure on. So I'm going to say no, you haven't.
Sadly, Tom, you are correct. I've not. I've been in the room at a game night where we were playing one game and the other table was playing, and so I looked and it looked interesting. It has kind of this stark look to it, right? And almost like dot paper. I would be interested in trying it because I do like these types of games generally. I really like Mind Management, which came out recently. I like Letters of Whitechapel. Fury of the Dracula a little less because it's a little long, but I would definitely try this one.
Yeah, and the original game was okay looking. Osprey made a really nice version of it.
Yeah.
So
it's interesting. The BGG ranking is not terrific. It's under 7, so I wonder if that's really carryover from the old version.
I don't care about that. It's ranked 1,043, which is pretty high.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think under 7, that's just a non. Where are you seeing that?
Right here.
That's pretty high. All right, well, we're going to pause here. Well, let's take a look here. Where do you see the average ratings?
Oh, I don't know.
It's right here on the side, right?
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Look, nothing over 1,000 is. They're all low. Okay, we're getting off topic. Sidereal Confluence. You have not played this. Period. No way.
I have not played this.
I know this one.
Yeah.
Because to play this one, you would need to be in the right place at the right time with a lot of people.
Yes. This is one that I don't think I've even had an opportunity to play it, as far as like no one was trying to play it at a game group or whatever.
They played it at the retreat? You could have.
I could have.
It's a big game.
Yeah.
A couple people asked me at the retreat, and they just asked me at the wrong times. I was like, it's going to take a while. I don't want to play this.
I have a feeling if it was with the right group of people, I would probably get into this. I guess right group of people in the sense that are open to that whole negotiation kind of silly thing.
Right.
You know?
It is a worker placement. Not worker. It's a engine building.
Okay.
Like changing cubes and other cubes. But you can't put your stuff in your machine, basically. Or you can't even use your machines for yourself. You have to use them for other players. So you have to kind of trade that back and forth.
Okay.
But everyone has a unique special thing. Like one person has wild cubes that could be used for anything.
Oh, that's cool.
So everyone wants to work with them, but their cubes don't necessarily help them out much.
Right. How long of a game is it, would you say?
3 hours, probably.
It is that long, huh?
Well, I mean, it's probably shorter if if you really push, I mean, you should time the negotiations.
Right,
I always
right.
did. Like, there's a certain amount of time.
Okay.
I think 15 minutes maybe. If there's 7 rounds or something like that. But you time the negotiations and play with people who, I mean, you got to get into that too. If you just sit there and I'll help you if you ask me. Like, no, we need to. We need to be
that picture
going back
there
and forth.
does paint a picture. It's quite
Well, look at every
table.
single picture here. The table just covered because
cards
each person
and-
has all these cards, and they all have these names on them. But whatever. It's like change 4 cubes into
Okay.
2 yellow cubes. But
Ah!
it's really fun, though.
Yeah, no, it probably is. I know it has a very good reputation.
Ben said it looks like you need phones to call people at the other end of the table.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I would try it.
All right. Next, we have Seasons. You have played this.
I have.
What is with your weird expressions?
Yeah, I have played this. This was one of the early hobby games I played.
Oh, really?
Yeah, relatively early. Within the first couple of years of gaming seriously.
But
I
this
got
must have blown your mind if this is one of the first ones because it's so different.
It did, and first of all, the look. You know, it's gorgeous, and I still to this day, those dice are so satisfying to roll. It's not the type of game that I gravitate towards now as much, but I still appreciate the design. It almost
Is
feels...
it because it's like a CCG?
Yes, that's what it is. And I've learned over the years that those types of games are not necessarily in my wheelhouse. But this does it pretty well, and I would still play a game. It's been years since I've played Seasons, but...
I like it because the game, you have these dice that you're drafting, and you then use them to take actions. And that's just a
Right.
nice thing. But then it's the cards. There's all these
Right,
cards, and if you draft the cards, you use them to build a little bit of an engine of
And if
sorts.
I remember right, don't you have like 3 ages? You have to draft basically at the beginning of the game for every age, don't you? It's like
Yeah,
I'm going
it's
to
kind
use
of
this.
a weird draft. And the problem with the draft I have with Seasons is I really like the game. And every time I play, there's usually one person who hasn't played before.
Right.
And then we can't draft because they don't know what they're doing.
Right, they would get destroyed. Yeah, if you. That is another thing, is that this is a game I think that's tough if you have different player
Yes.
experiences.
But it is fantastic. Look
Yeah.
at those dice.
Those dice are still some of the best dice.
Super fun.
I love it. Love the dice.
All right, here, When I Dream. You're not a party game guy, so I'm going to go with no.
You are correct. I've become more of a party gamer since I'm working here, and I would. This seems
That's
like
right.
a game I would play.
Party all the time at
here.
Dice Tower.
I've played most of the games like this. I've played Dixit, right? I've played, Mysterium, the other games in this kind of a, abstract-y art type thing, but I haven't played this one. Just haven't had a chance to. I would absolutely play this.
So this is actually one of maybe the most gamery of these. So what this is there's a bunch of cards, and they have 2 words on them, but you're just using one side.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter, just so that you can use the cards twice. Well, you're blindfolded, and we have a card there, so let's say it's C, and each person going around the table is giving you 1-word clue so you can figure out C. So the first person might be like water, next
Okay.
person will say ocean.
Right.
You guess C,
Right.
you got it. The thing is, some of us are trying to get you to guess it wrong.
Okay.
So we'll give you bad clues.
Okay.
The thing is, after a while, so let's say someone said water, ocean, next person said tiger.
Okay.
You just start ignoring their clues.
Okay. Because it's going to be the same person that's trying to throw you off
The whole time, we'll keep turning over more cards.
Gotcha.
Once you get a card, we don't tell you if you got it right or wrong.
Okay.
You make your guess, we're like, okay, we go to the next card.
Got it.
But if you think someone is wrong, you'll start ignoring everything they say.
Sure.
Well, they don't want you to ignore what they say because they want to give you clues that are close. So they might say, water, ocean, and the next person might say beach.
Right, or wave or something.
Well, wave
yeah.
might still get you to C.
That's
but
true.
I'm saying they have these different. And then there's one person who wants you to get half right and half wrong. So they're flipping out.
Okay.
But I'm listening, when it's blindfolded, it's very interesting because you hear the clues, you're listening, okay. They said animal, cat, wild, tiger.
Right.
But the bad people, and they can't say anything. They're glaring at each other.
Right.
Because they're just saying the words, and you'll
Sure.
say a false clue, and I'm like, come on now.
Right.
And I'll know instantly you're the bad guy.
Sure.
But the person doesn't. It's a lot of fun.
And do you get more points if you guess earlier in the...
No, but you want to get as many done as you can.
Got it. Okay. So
in
it's
a
time.
round.
Okay.
So,
I see
you
a
don't
timer
want to
there.
wait forever.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I would definitely play that.
And then finally, Barrage. I think you've played this one, but we haven't talked about it much. So I'll say yes.
This is one that slipped through the cracks for me. I very much want to play it and have not played it. So it was interesting when you asked if I could do it this week. I thought this would be a good one because I actually played one of these games.
I figured you would have played at least 2.
But this is one that I've actually wanted to play. We have it here in the library.
This is definitely in your wheelhouse.
Yeah. It sounds really good.
So do you know the conceit of the game is...
The water, yeah.
The water's coming down through the dams, and you are trying to get the water to go into your dam so that you can convert it to energy to run your power plants.
Right.
The game works on 2 things. There's a worker placement, where you're placing a bunch of workers, and then your resources are actually workers.
Okay.
So they're like concrete mixers, or they're like little robots or whatever. And so what you do, let me see if I can find a picture here. You're going to pick an action, and you're going to put it in this wheel. Okay. And then you can't use that same action until it comes around and comes off the wheel. But any workers that you use also go on the wheel.
Okay.
So
a little bit of a Zolkin vibe there.
Yeah, so I put these workers here. I'll get them back eventually.
Right.
But right now I can't use them because they're busy doing it. So it actually works very thematic.
That's pretty cool.
Like they're building that building.
Right.
So you're upgrading and all sorts of things.
So a little Orat Labora, a little Zolkin kind of feel with that.
Yeah, I'd say it's closer to Zolkin because that wheel is slowly ticking around and you're like, come on. And you even have the opportunity to buy more slices to put in that wheel so you get upgraded actions. And then you want to build these dams and things. It's there's very little water.
Yeah.
That comes through. So you're trying to get it into the dam. Why didn't Mike play more of these games at the retreat? Why did you play these 4 games,
I know.
Mike?
I played some great games at the retreat, but just not these 4, unfortunately.
I did not make a straw poll here, so let's quick make one. Everyone can watch me do it.
Yes. It says created in seconds. We're going to find out if there's truth in advertising. So what is the question you are asking the people? Which ones have they played, or?
Do you like best? All right, here we go.
I'm going to have a guess on this one.
Well, we can guess now because before I put it in.
Well, are you afraid that you will? I don't want to influence the voting. We'll give them just a little bit of time, and then we'll. All right. We got Escape. We've got Sidereal, Seasons. No, you're going pretty good. When I Dream and Barrage.
I think this one's clear.
You do?
I'm going to allow multiple choices. How's that?
Really?
That's right.
You think this is clear, huh?
I do.
I don't. We're going to give it a moment or two, yeah? I'm kind of going between 2. Okay, I'm going between 2. How long do we wait?
Whatever. They guess now or forever hold their pieces.
All right, so I'll tell you, I'm picking between Sidereal and Seasons. What's the crowd that's watching this? I'm gonna go with Sidereal.
All right, then I'll go with Seasons. I think Seasons is Sidereal's very esoteric. So.
It is, and Seasons has been around a long time,
this is not. Too. I don't know how many people we have watching. That should have been like some information.
Yeah.
Oh, 162 people watching.
That's a pretty good. What do we got?
Oh,
wow,
I forgot about Barrage.
Nobody voted for Sidereal. Nicely done. That's fantastic.
Someone did, but then they changed their mind.
They took it away. Yeah, Barrage. Yeah, I honestly didn't know now Seasons. It's close. I didn't realize Barrage was that popular.
Well, the Cranium, yes, it really is, especially amongst heavier gamers.
Sure.
They got some garbage for the component quality and the production from Cranio.
Yeah.
Seasons, I'm surprised. Again, none of these is like a hit game.
The issue is I never see anyone playing Seasons anymore. You know what I mean? I
almost
never
played it at the retreat. I really thought about it.
Now, do you play with the expansions? There's 2 of them, I think.
No, but that's probably, again, because if I pulled Seasons off the shelf, probably no one's played it before, so I'm teaching it, and I'm not teaching it with the expansions.
Yeah. I'm with you there. Okay, interesting.
Well, no one is adding, so I guess Seasons
is the winner.
Yeah, your face, Mike.
Oh, hey, I was neck and neck between that and Sidereal, and I chose incorrectly.
All righty. Well, that's 5 more great games. We'll be doing this again, not next week, but
next week.
Because next week is the fall autumn spectacular. Starting Monday, join us, Sam Healy, Ruel, other special guests. My son will be there for a brief moment, playing Hammer Time with me.
Nice. What could possibly go wrong?
Me and Ruby and Violet are doing their top 25 games of all time. They've already recorded and more, so that's all coming. But before then, in 45 minutes, folks, the most exciting, marble racing on Board Game Dome.
You better believe it.
Shoots and marbles. Come join us in 45 minutes. Until then, I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Mike DeLisio.
Oh, you've been watching. I'm sorry. I was waiting for the third person to say something.
I was waiting for the closer. Come on now.
Oh, it says Chris E above your name. I didn't change that slide.
Wait, I got to think of some really bad jokes all of a sudden.
Well, that's not too hard.
Nah, yeah,
Just say
right.
anything.
Nah, I'm good.